Picture this. You're standing at the edge of a pool in sunny San Diego, hands and feet bound tight, staring into water that's about to swallow you whole. The instructors circling like sharks tell you to jump. Your heart's pounding, your mind screaming. This is insane. And yet, you leap. Why? Because that's what it takes to become a Navy SEAL. That's what it means to live by the motto, "The only easy day was yesterday." Buckle up, folks, because I'm about to take you on a wild ride through the unrelenting chaos of SEAL training and show you how those brutal lessons can transform your everyday life, no matter who you are. I'm not here to bore you with war stories or flex my biceps, though I could. Ha! Instead, I want to share the raw, unfiltered truth about what it takes to push past discomfort, conquer overwhelm, and come out stronger on the other side. From swimming hundreds of miles with my hands tied to laughing in the face of gunfire, I've learned a thing or two about thriving when the odds are stacked against you. And trust me, if a regular guy like me can do it, so can you. Let's break it down, bite by bite, and uncover the secrets to mastering life's toughest drills. Let's start with that pool scene. Drown-proofing, they call it. Imagine your hands tied behind your back, your ankles roped together, and a team of instructors tossing you into a heated pool like a Thanksgiving turkey into the oven. Your job? Swim, flip, retrieve objects from the bottom, all while fighting the instinct to panic. To most people, that sounds like a nightmare straight out of a horror flick. But here's the kicker. It's not about the water or the ropes. It's about training your mind to stay cool when every fiber of your being wants to freak out. That's the essence of SEAL training, especially in BUD-S, Basic Underwater Demolition SEAL School, the 6-month gauntlet that separates the dreamers from the doers. They don't just throw you in the deep end to see if you'll sink or swim. They do it to teach you that discomfort isn't your enemy. It's your teacher. Whether it's running endless miles in the sand, dodging waves in a rubber boat, or shivering through a frigid night with no sleep, every drill hammers home the same lesson. You can handle more than you think. Take drown-proofing, for example. Sure, it's intimidating. Your lungs burn, your body's screaming for air, and you're flailing like a fish on a hook. But here's the secret. It's a controlled chaos. That pool's warm. The instructors are watching like hawks, and no one's letting you drown. It's not about surviving the moment. It's about mastering it. And once you do, you realize something profound. Discomfort isn't a wall. It's a doorway. Now let's talk about BUD-S itself. 6 months of pure, unrelenting grit. The stats alone are enough to make your head spin. 1,627 miles run, 134.2 miles swam, 39 obstacle course runs, 42 dives totaling 61 hours underwater, over 1 million rounds of ammo fired, and 13,382 pounds of explosives detonated. Oh, and a 12-mile combat conditioning course with 70 pounds of gear strapped to your back, all in under 3 hours. Add it up, and it's like swimming from Cuba to Florida, then running to New York City, just for fun. If someone had shown me that list before I signed up, I'd have bolted back to Alaska faster than you can say banker. It's overwhelming, right? Like staring up at Mount Everest with flip-flops and a granola bar. But here's how I survived and thrived. I didn't try to eat the whole mountain in one bite. I took it one step, one meal, one moment at a time. Think about it. If I'd sat there obsessing over 6 months of hell, I'd have lost my mind. Instead, I shrank it down. Can I make it to breakfast? Yes? Awesome. How about lunch? Even better. Dinner? Boom, I'm golden. Rinse and repeat. Day after day, drill after drill, I chipped away at the beast until it wasn't a beast anymore. It was just my life. That's the trick. When the pressure's on, shrink the bites. Focus on what's in front of you, not the marathon ahead. Here's where it gets fun. SEAL training isn't just about physical endurance, it's a mental game. I've been in situations that flat out sucked. soaked to the bone, sand in every crevice, muscles screaming, and sleep a distant memory. Gunfights? Check. Freezing nights on a rocky beach? Double check. But you know what got me through? Laughter. Picture this. You're in the middle of a firefight, bullets zipping past, chaos everywhere. Everyone's miserable, except your buddies to the left and right. They're cracking jokes, smirking like it's just another Tuesday, and suddenly, you're laughing too. Misery becomes a punchline, and that shift changes everything. It's not about denying the suck, it's about owning it. If you can step back, see the absurdity, and chuckle, you've already won half the battle. That mindset carried me through BUDS and beyond. Did it suck every day? Hell yes. Did I ever think about quitting? Nope, not once. I'd look at the instructors, guys who'd been through the same grind, and think, if they can do it, so can I. That's the fuel, knowing someone's paved the way, and you're just as capable. Most people who drop out of BUDS don't fail physically. They quit mentally. They choose to walk away, not because they can't, but because they won't. Me? I chose to stay. Let's rewind for a second, way before SEALs, back to 3rd grade in Alaska. Winter was brutal, and hypothermia was the grim reaper of the wilderness. Our school didn't mess around. They drilled survival into us like it was recess. One day, they cut a hole in the ice, marched us out, and dunked us in freezing water. No waivers, no kidding, just 15 to 20 seconds of icy hell, then out you go. Your job? Strip off the wet clothes, rewarm yourself in a tent, and figure out how to not die. In 3rd grade, then there was the fire drill, a gallon can of soapy water, 2 matches, and a pile of bark. No paper, no lighter fluid, just you, your wits, and a ticking clock. The first kid to build a fire big enough to boil the water won. I can still feel the sting of that cold, the crackle of the flames as I nursed them to life. Back then, I didn't know those lessons would echo through my SEAL career, but they did. Small bites, staying calm under pressure, turning misery into a challenge, it all started there. When I left the SEALs 2 years ago, I figured my skills wouldn't translate to civilian life. I'd be a crack shot, maybe skydive on weekends, but that's it. Boy, was I wrong. Every single thing I learned, from BUDS to the battlefield, applies today. Whether I'm tackling a work deadline, navigating family chaos, or just trying to keep my sanity, the playbook's the same. Take teamwork, for starters. Nothing I accomplished in my career was solo. 0. BUDS beats that into you. Paddle a boat through crashing waves with 6 other guys, flip it over, and figure out how to flip it back, together. You learn fast who's got your back and who's just in it for themselves. The ones who put the team first, they're the ones standing at graduation. That's a lesson for life. No one succeeds alone. Put the group's needs above your own, and you'll go farther than you ever dreamed. Then there's prioritization. When stress piles up, and trust me, it does, I break it down. What can I control? That's my focus. What's out of my hands? I let it slide. It's like eating an elephant, one bite at a time, starting with the juicy parts. And here's a gem from a SEAL leader, Tommy Valentine. Be all in, all the time. Whether you're sweeping floors or storming a target, give it 200%. Half effort gets you nowhere. Looking back, I'm nobody special. I didn't have superpowers or a golden ticket, just a stubborn streak and a knack for breaking things down. Every time life threw a punch, whether it was a 150-mile hike or a 3rd-grade ice bath, I'd think, I've been through worse. I've got this. That's the magic of experience. It builds a quiet confidence that no one can take away. So here's the big takeaway. You don't have to be a seal to live like one. Life's going to dunk you in cold water, tie your hands, and dare you to keep going. The question is, will you panic, or will you laugh, take a breath and swim, break it down, lean on your team, and stay all in? That's how you turn discomfort into strength, overwhelm into opportunity. I've spilled my guts here. Now it's your turn. What's the toughest challenge you faced, and how did you push through? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your story. And if this hit home for you, share it with a friend who needs a kick in the pants to keep going. Hit that follow button too. I've got more tales and tips up my sleeve, and I'd hate for you to miss out. Let's keep the fire burning one bite at a time. Who's with me?